Today we are gonna make the big heart from the Spread the Love kit. Here's what you'll need. So to start, we're gonna make a slip knot, and you're gonna be using the big hook. To begin, I will chain 2, and try to keep your arms like relaxed, because when there's a lot of tension, it makes it a little harder to crochet. Turn my work, go back through that first hole, and you are going to single crochet across. And then chain 1. So you'll have an extra chain hanging off the side there. And then turn your work again. Go back in that first hole, and you're gonna single crochet. And then chain 1. And you can already tell that you're starting to make this triangle, which is exactly what you want to do. Now we're going to go back in that first hole again, and you are going to single crochet across. I'm going to cut it here, but you can really make the pattern however you want when it comes to the different colors and the flow of things. So don't worry if you want to do a few more rows and then switch colors, that's completely fine. To change colors, everybody does it differently. I feel like it's not that cool of a maneuver, but I put the yarn over and then just like pull it through, and that then leaves these 2 ends there. And hold on to that so that it doesn't get lost or slip out. And we left off at single crocheting 5. So now we're going to single crochet across, and we're gonna do 6. It's very easy. Crocheting, once you break it down into all of these shapes, it's super, super simple. There's only so much you need to know until you kind of can figure it out on your own. My hearts, when I first started, looked like bathing suits. So, you know, I've been there. I'm gonna do 2 more rows in this color before switching my yarn. Switch colors and turn your work. We're gonna go back. So now that we've gotten to around 12 single crochets to make 1 row, I'm gonna start making the 2 lumps, I will call them, that come off of the heart. So to do that, you're gonna continue back single crochet, but this time you're gonna stop in the middle. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now the reason I'm stopping at 6 is because 12 divided by 2 is 6. That may sound kind of obvious, but we're stopping in the middle because the heart stops in the middle. We're turning the work, and now we're gonna go back 6. Single crochet once again. 1, 2. Single crochet is gonna become your favorite thing to do because it is so versatile and you can do so much. You're like painting with the yarn. And turn. And because the heart, it goes out and then it goes in, kind of use your own judgment. I'm actually gonna stop at 5 this time. 4. And actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna stop at 6 because 5 just didn't feel right. Now we're gonna turn. And to make the crochet go in a little bit, I'm gonna skip this first hole and jump right over to the next one. So this will actually make it to 5. I'm gonna turn it, and I'm going to decrease again. So I'm gonna skip that one and jump to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna turn, skip the first one, jump to the next one. Okay, so when you just look at it, you can tell that this makes a nice heart and things are all even, so I think that's time to cut it. And I'm just gonna put this yarn on hold, pull the hook out, and I like to kind of tuck the string in for good measure, but you don't have to do that. I'll be showing you how to finish your ends later. And you can stick with the same color. I'm gonna go to a different color because that's fun. Once you get to the other side, you're gonna start doing the same thing you did before. So again, just looking at a heart shape, we need to make that. So that's why we're starting over here. Go ahead and cut it. And I'm going to tuck this end in. Here's where you can really have some fun because we have a heart, but we have so much yarn left. What do? We are going to kind of paint around it with all the different colors and create the biggest heart possible. So pick any color you want. And this also gives you a really nice opportunity to fix any mistakes that you've made. So a lot of times one side will be bigger than the other, or it'll look a little jagged. So by going around the border, you're really gonna make it a perfect heart. So don't freak if yours doesn't look like mine right now. And I'm going to start right in the middle. This is a really fun technique to use anytime you want to smooth out an edge or make things larger. And you're kind of just giving it a nice little border and making it more colorful and bright and fun, still using that same single crochet stitch. And go ahead and cut. Now I'm taking this light pink color, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a thicker border because we have plenty of yarn left. So as I said, this heart is just gonna keep on growing. Once I get to the top, because I want it to keep curving, I'm not gonna go all the way down to the base. I'm actually gonna turn it up at the top so that it keeps that shape and it doesn't cut in too far. Gonna get all the way down to the bottom here. And I'm actually gonna keep going and now work my way up the other side. Don't worry about those ends that are flying off the bottom. We will take care of that, I promise you. So now we're going up this side because we want the sides to be even, of course. So up the other side we go. All right, now that I'm up at the top here, I'm gonna cut and I will switch to another color. So I am single crocheting down the side and not worrying about these ends yet. And because this right now kind of has become straight, I'm gonna keep on going, but you do whatever you think your heart needs to make it look even and rounded and pretty and all of those things. And I'm sure you can guess what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn it. And work my way around again. And once I get to the bottom here, I'm actually gonna cut it. Oh, look at this. I've run out before the bottom. So I'm just going to pull this end through and switch to my next color. And we're just gonna keep on working our way all the way around. The bottom of the heart, you want it to be a nice sharp point. So always kind of remember where your base is there. And yarn is very like stretchable and movable, so feel free to kind of like play with your work and playing with the shape as you go. I'm gonna go back around, and I think I'm gonna be moving on to my final ball of yarn. I'm gonna work my way all the way around for the last time. This hook is 20 millimeters, which is a really good size for a big hook. Sometimes if it's any bigger than that, it will get a little clunky and heavy, but this big hook is great for making blankets or anything that you want to do fast. And could you imagine if you made a big heart blanket? If you kept doing this, you can give someone a big heart blanket. I think I may have to do that. So for this last part here, I am gonna work all the way around just to finish off that curve. And you can see now by just making this border, you've really smoothed the edges and taken away, hopefully, any blemishes or mistakes that you thought were mistakes at the beginning, but I told you they weren't. I'm gonna cut it right here. So once you've tucked in all your edges, flipped it over, if you wanna glue it, now's your chance. So all you're doing is putting a tiny bit of glue, because a little glue goes a long way with yarn. Yarn and hot glue are like meant for each other. So yours is not gonna look like the picture, mine doesn't, but that's the fun part. So use your imagination and crochet outside the lines.